Hey everyone, it is BigRed. I'm at GenCon 2015 and we are with Mantic Games and we are with Ronnie Renton, the man himself. So, Ronnie, it looks like you guys are having a fantastic show. The booth is just hopping. So, it's 2015. Tell us all things Mantic. What's going on?
Lots and lots of fantasy coming up this year. We've got out in October, just before Halloween, we're going to be Dungeon Saga. So that was a really successful product that's coming out. You can see it in the cabinet over here. The key things are, firstly, not only does the box look like a book, which is just the coolest thing ever, all the minis are pre-assembled, but with beautiful miniature level detail. So that's the master, that's the actual plastic you're going to get in the game. But we've actually designed it to make sure it's very playable. You can play right out of the box. There's a load of series of narrative quests, and as you complete each quest, your heroes level up.
Okay.
So each game's balanced, but you're fighting new and interesting monsters all the time, until you find the evil necromancer in the final battle.
Gotcha.
So that's really exciting. It's a kind of miniatures board game.
Gotcha.
Principally starts with the miniatures. You know, and I'm sure we can all think of those great games that got us into Toy Soldiers in the first place. That's that. We've otherwise been talking rather a lot about Kings of War. So Kings of War is coming out 22nd of August. It's going to be in store, and we've got the game is all ready to go. It's been play tested, it's been balanced, and there's a heck of a lot of interest in that at the moment. There's a lot of people that love rank and file games. They love the classic fantasy. They might have armies already, and they want to start playing a new system, and they're going to give it a try. We've had a lot of interest. Big tournaments looking to take on. It's now second edition, so you know it's going to survive.
Right.
The first edition you don't know, but second edition, you know, there's a massive and it's a growing community behind Kings of War, and so we are very, very excited for what's happening there. We've got new releases coming out every month. We've got new armies coming out. We've got the Abyssals, which we're going to show you in a second over there. That's coming out late October. Nature Army, which is all the force of nature. Treekin, Salamanders, they're all coming. And new additions for each of the armies. We've got the Undead, the Elves, the Dwarves, Humans. So that's very vibrant and exciting. We'll show you those heroes. Okay, so this is the Abyssal Army, the Forces of the Abyss. They are coming later in the year. They've got the Succubi, Molochs. So you've got big creatures. There's an Abyssal Dwarf Champion here, and then this is Tree Shambler, Forest Shambler, which is from the Elf Army, and then these are from the Forces of Nature, going to be coming early next year. Salamanders, Fire, Naiads, Water. So everything's kicking on, and obviously people have talked about quality. All hard plastic. There's no restic. They've not done a new restic figure for about 3 years. Everything's now coming through on this hard plastic for the war game side. Wonderful. And we're using the assembled stuff for the board game side. Awesome. So quality's all there. Dead Zone, that's getting a refresh, and not only that, the scenery is all getting some additions. Okay, Battle Zones, which is the scenery range, is really now getting pretty large. There's the urban stuff, which is kind of warehouse, living habitation blocks, going up to the sci-fi and ruin stuff, ruin, which means it's built off that, and then there's the military as well. So there's a complete range of the sci-fi stuff. The military gives you whole defence lines, and there's landing pads, but everything is compatible. So you can see, it's really flexible, and if you want to paint it up clean, for other sci-fi games, or dirty and dusty, and it's very, very versatile. These are the same tiles, they're the ruined versions. Coming later in the year, we've got piping and slotted pieces, so that it really can become totally skittish game, and it gives you that next level of detail and third dimension. And there's the red brick range, which is the contemporary range, which came out of Mars Attacks stuff. That's also all compatible, so I've seen people building warehouses for Night Games or Infinity, or they've got a zombie apocalypse game going on, all of them in all mix and matches. So there's a really exciting range kicking in there. So at the beginning of the show, this whole area was filled with Mars Attacks, which is our kind of fun, light-hearted game. It's For veteran gamers, you pop it out of the box, you play it in 20 minutes. It's beer and pretzels, everything's assembled, you can paint it if you want. There's nothing left. It's been great with this show. That's a resin piece, that was the crashed spaceship.
Awesome.
So for our hardcore gamers, there's always some tweaks. Literally, we have one copy of the game left.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. We've been running demos. It's light hearted. It's good fun, and it allows you to do things like that, which is the big stumpy robot.
These guys charge in.
So, really good fun.
Can you just hold one of those up real quick?
Yeah, sure. There we go. Look at that. That's the big stumpy robot. So there we are. That's a big stumpy robot, nearly the size of my head. And as always, when the Brits or Martians see the White House, they just try and burn it down. So we've got that going on there. So yeah, that's been a lot of fun. It's not a hardcore toy soldier game, but it is introducing people to it. And it's a game that hardcore toy soldier boys and girls can play with their wives and partners and clubs if you want to show some people. So that's been playing really well. It's been good fun.
Alright guys, and that is it from Mantic Games. A fantastic range. Ronnie, as always, an absolute pleasure. They have just so many, just so many numerous ranges here, and every single one of them is this is the best year ever. So check them out, come check out Mantic. It's fantastic stuff.